Okay, talking to Alex Nichols. We're at Steamboat. He just won Run Rabbit Run 100 miler, and it was his first 100. And Alex, just give us a little overview of how the whole thing went.
In quick summary, I felt really good for like 75 miles. Then I felt really bad.
Yeah.
But it worked out.
Yeah, and you were just telling the guys about, got kind of lonely out there at a certain stretch, and you had to.
Yeah.
It was just a little bit of a mental game. Talk about that.
Yeah, it was just. It was nice tonight. It was a full moon, so it was pretty light out for most of it.
Yeah.
There was like a 2-hour stretch where like I was fairly far in the lead. Went through one aid station, and then there's like lots of trees. You couldn't see the moon as much.
Yeah.
And it was like this endless stretch. Just like it was almost like running on a treadmill or something.
Yeah.
I couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
I felt not very good.
Yeah.
It was just. It would have been really nice to like have someone there at that point.
Yeah. What was your longest race prior to this?
About like 55 miles. So this is about double.
55 miles. So you went twice as far.
Yeah.
And like the first 7 miles were in the daylight, but the rest of like 11 hours or so in the dark.
Yeah, I had no idea what would happen with that. That was like one of my biggest concerns coming into this race, because in general I don't like running in the dark.
Yeah.
And I think at that point though, once it got dark, you're just kind of like in a pretty tunnel vision sort of mode where you're just focused on what's next, the next aid station. So. Yeah.
You, Sage, Marco, all running together at 20, and then at 40 you had a little bit of a lead, and did that ever...
Yeah, no,
what happened?
I ran with Sage for that whole section to about 50K.
Yeah.
And then I just went through the aid station a little faster than needed.
Yeah.
And I kind of stopped because I wanted to run with him. I didn't want to just be running alone for like 70 miles, but I think he slowed down a little bit, just wasn't having the greatest day, so...
Yeah, so it was all you from that point on.
Yeah.
60 miles about you ran by yourself.
Yeah, that was, it was a little tough just to gauge, like, being a rookie for this sort of distance, like, how hard is too hard and how easy should I really be going.
Yeah.
But.
So, we saw you run downhill really well at Pikes Peak. I mean, you ran uphill great too, but you ran downhill really well. Were you able to use any of those skills like you downhill here? Or even in the dark?
No, I would say my downhilling today was atrocious. Like, the little bit of rockiness in the dark and just really, really tired legs, I was like tiptoeing through sections. It was, I was going uphill faster than I was going downhill.
Yeah. And you were barely running at all back in January, February.
Yeah, I wasn't running.
Yeah. Tell me again when you finally got to actually do real training?
I wasn't able to get like a real weekend until like mid-May.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is fantastic that it's come back so quickly.
Yeah. And then you win the Pikes Peak Marathon, and then you come. When did you get the idea to do this?
Back in June or so. Because I was thinking about going to Europe to do some races there, and then I knew this race was a pretty big race, and it kind of appealed to me to be in the state without like the pressure of flying all the way to Europe, and this would be a good kind of introduction to see if I liked it.
And what do you think about it now?
I knew you were going to ask me that. Currently, I hate it. But I don't know, maybe in a while I'll change my mind.
Yeah, and richest or one of the richest prize packages in the U.S., $12,000.
Yeah, I think it is the...
So you like buying everybody dinner and drinks later?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, later is like in the morning. I might be asleep.
Yeah, good. All right, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks for being